Hey guys, it's Megan. Today I'm replacing, and I'll show you, the outer mold seal, water seal around the windshield, the back rear window, seal. That's the top and bottom two pieces, and here's the bottom. And, I kind of already started before I decided to record this, and I'm going to try to block the sun as much as possible so we can see. This car was so deteriorated. This is the car I'm working on right now is my 07 BMW 550i. It was so deteriorated that all the rubber seal was gone and the actual metal frame that went around was still here, so I pulled that off, and I pulled that off all the way around. And then what I did was I took a razor blade, and here's some of the stuff. I took a razor blade and I gently went around the edges, and these plastic pry tools went around the edges of the window, the windshield, to clean it up and clean off all the gunk, leftover dried rubber, just dirt, grime, whatever. And then I used, the other thing I did was I used Goo Gone to clean it really good around the edges. And then I cleaned it several times with window cleaner, but this is generic, so I recommend something better. Maybe I don't know, you can use Windex or Airway or Sprayway, or there's another automotive cleaner. I mean, vinegar works really well too. It stinks, but works really well. But sorry, there's a big mess of top of a ball joint nut stud that goes over in our scrap pile, and totally missed. No, so we'll come back over here real quick. Sorry. So this is not the first time I've done a resealing on a windshield or even a front window. And what it looks like is this here. And you really want to do this on a day that's kind of nice and sun's out and it's warm, so that it can dry. Some people recommend like 80-90 degrees. Unfortunately, it's October. It's a very nice day. It's 60 some degrees, I think 61, 62 something. So it's a really, really nice day. But this is the soonest day I could get to it. So this is what it looks like when it completely deteriorates off top of your windshield. And my car has massive cracks in it. I bought it this way. I knew we were going to have to place a windshield. I'm having that done Friday. And this particular windshield actually comes with the top molding and bottom molding, if I'm not mistaken, with it. So when they replace it, it'll have the all new molding. But I wanted to show you what it looks like, and when you redo this on another car. So right now, this is like the bare, all there is the gluing that they use when they use the machine to place the windshield where it goes exactly. There's the gluing underneath, and it's kind of hard to see, and that's fine in really good condition. But this is basically bare bones, no seal, been cleaned. It's ready to go to have the new one put on. But this is what it looks like after it's done, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done doing it live. Now I have an 07, same year, BMW 335i, and this is this car here, and this is the top seal. Now my windshield's fine, never a problem with it or anything, so didn't need to replace that, just need to replace the seal. And then because this is how old this car is, they dry rot, they go bad, and I went ahead and I cleaned this one, did the same procedure, and put this one on. So this is what this looks like. But this was done like spring, I think, not bottom seal. And this is actually OEM from BMW, and I know I didn't go through the dealership to spend loads of money. I actually ordered from an OEM company, or OEM BMW part company in Germany for the shield, for the moldings for my 3. For my 5, there's a company here in somewhere in this country, America, USA, and it's like BMW auto parts wholesale, something like that .com, or you'll be able to find it if you're looking for BMW parts, and they're all OEM, and they're all very, very inexpensive. So I mean, I think I spent like $100 for these, but all 2 pieces, bottom seal mold and the top. And now that it's clean, and to remind you, when you take this off, and you can take these off, sometimes they're not that easy to take off. You just use one of those plastic tools and you'll pry it out, and then you clean it. Make sure it's really, really clean. That's a primary thing. Once you get all the grime off, the dirt, the grime, the old rubber, the glue, the adhesive, all that stuff off of it, just make sure it's really, really clean. That's the main thing when it comes to this. And I'm gonna shut the trunk. Now my trunk is kind of bare right now. I have to get an additional molding piece. I have 3 of the pieces. For some reason, one of the pieces are gone, so I have to go to the salvage yard and get that. But I'm gonna shut the trunk for now, because what you want to do, I'm just gonna bring it down and shut it, and I'm gonna start with the top. And you want to start with the top corner. So we'll start at the top corner here, and we'll work our way down from the top, making sure that that corner is 90, that corner is 90, and you just bring it in. And this is not hard to do. It's not. It's a little time consuming because you got to clean it, but it's not complicated to do. It's just really align it and push it in, and you don't need to pay somebody a lot of money to do this. If you have the time and it's a nice sunny day, and you want to spend $100 on some parts and some cleaner, it's right up your alley. If you want to hire somebody, make sure they know what they're doing and they don't overcharge you, because this does not even take an hour to do this at all. So let me get this. Okay, so I hope you can hear me all right. So here's the actual piece, and I hope that you're able to see what I'm actually doing. I'll bring the camera in closer, but this is how this goes. I want to show you that this groove here is what goes on the window itself, this edge right here. And when they deliver these parts, they put them in like picture boxes, and it's very important that the box does not get destroyed, these parts do not get bent, because they have what I think it's aluminum, but it's aluminum like holder that literally fits on the window, and it's important that it doesn't get crimped or anything. So when you do get these parts, put them aside somewhere where you know where they're at. Leave them in the box. Don't let them get bent or warped or anything. So we're going to start at the top corner over here, like I said, on the passenger side. And you want to bend, if you can see what I'm doing, you want to bend this in. And see, it already fit. It already went in, started to go into place right here. And let me bring this in a little bit. You can see what I'm doing. I apologize if it's not the best video that I have made or tried to have made. But you can see how it fit in this corner right here. And now that it's like 90, you want your little plastic, and these are inexpensive, or not even a few dollars. You just want to make sure that it's in the way it's supposed to, as far as this corner. And this flap is going to go down, but you have to work it at an angle, just like this. Just work it at an angle and just take your time and keep working it at an angle. Make sure when you start over here too, you want to push this over, because this corner has to fit over there. So what I want to do is I want to come over here on the other side. Ooh. And you see what I'm doing here. Very well. And I'm going to bring it up. And before I crush it in there, I'm going to start this corner. And I'm going to pull it. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to angle it in. And I'm going to pull it. And I'm going to bring it in and situate it. and just work it. It doesn't take a lot. It is one stubborn, it can be stubborn, just let me put it that way. Corners are fun. The bottom piece is not that bad at all. So you just want to kind of push it. You see what I'm doing here. But see, it's because of how it's brand new, it can be stubborn to get on this corner. I might try to. This is trying to move on me. I don't want it to move. I'm going to try to just place it right here. Not put it in, but just kind of like go along the way it's supposed to. Place it and then secure it down in here. So that. Oop. And you just want to work it in there. You can, some places say use a little like glass cleaner to help move the molding. I could do that. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I might want to do is, let's see if it's okay. So I'll bring this in a little bit. Dang thing won't adjust. So, do this here. See if I can. That's as high as it goes to. Huh. 1 second. Okay. So that's a better view. All the way around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to work it in over here because the corner is giving me some of a thing, and it's because this wants to roll and it needs to be situated. So, like I said, just run it down and it will sit on that ledge. It'll sit on top of the window. Just push it in. This. I guess you could be gentle and firm, but I want to make sure this is in. And you can go like this and see it will excuse me, it will align with the old seal. And then I don't remember what that website is. I'm gonna have to look that up, put that on this so you can see it in the description where I got these from, because yeah, they were very inexpensive. They were not as much as I thought they would be. I think I spent more replacing the window seals on my 3 Series. See, I'm pushing in like this against that rubber, and what it's doing is it's molding directly to it's pushing it into the window. The aluminum holder on the seal, and it's literally pushing it. You could go like this too, and it you better say this way. You push this down, and it's literally, you're not hurting or damaging the inner seal at all. You're just moving this down flat so it sits on the window where it's supposed to go. So here we are at the corner, and this is going to be fun and complicated, but see, I pushed it down, see, and once it aligned, I grabbed this and I kind of torqued it down in there a little bit, gave it a little push to get it to come in the way it's supposed to, and now it's in the way it's supposed to. And I'll bring the camera up closer. There are your plastic slide design things here. I don't know what they're for, but the inner rubber kind of sits here, so water just runs right over top of it and doesn't get underneath. You can tuck those up in there like that, and then I'm gonna have to open the trunk to open the trunk up so I can put these bottoms on, and they kind of slide in There's not a very big gap here, and I'll show you. But you can see this does not take very long, and you don't have to be an expert with a BMW or any other vehicle to do this at all. You just work it in there. And it'll, once it's completely worked in there, it'll align where the older one did. It kind of shows you, because it's so, they're so old, they kind of do leave a noticeable thing. So here is, before I open the trunk, let me show you what I'm talking about as far as the rubber seal at the top needs to be under. I bring in the camera really, really close, and hopefully you can see this. Yes, you can. So right here, this rubber that comes down needs to sit under here, this piece here, and it does. It tucks right in. It's not hard at all to do on each side, and you can see that this rubber allows the water to come and run right out. So I'm going to open the trunk, and my trunk goes up real quick and real high. So it just really fast comes up. I don't know. I think it needs adjusted, I guess. I don't know why it does that. And then you just work it down, and now you probably can't see my hands, but it's the same process. You just work it in. You get it aligned like this, and you just work it in. And my little plastic too is kind of sharp, so it is kind of leaving a little mark on the rubber piece, but it's not that big a deal. It's really not. It's not gonna hurt nothing. It's not gonna destroy this. It's gonna take another 17, 20 years to deteriorate all the way around. So then you come over here and do this side, and I found that when I did this on my 3, it was a little bit more stubborn with the bottom, and to get the bottom in and stuff. So like I said, you just work it in from the top, and it should come in. Probably a little stubborn on this one. I just don't recommend trying to do this when it's cold, because this is, it's just harder to work on anything when it's cold. There it goes. There it goes. You just push it in, and that line that you see after you wash your windows, you see this line? This line is like a permanent fixture on your window. It's the outline of the rubber for all these years. This is the line I'm talking about. I get a little bit closer, and you can see on my window. You can see this line right here, and it's like a permanent, like, sun-coated effect on your window, whether your window's tinted or if it's just regular. You can see this. No matter what you do, you can't get that off unless you, like, replace your window or scratch the crap out of your tint, which I don't plan on doing. So it tells you exactly where you need to align this rubber, which is kind of nice. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the bottom piece. So here's the bottom mold. It is a little bit thicker. Here's the glass. It's a little bit thicker piece. Here's the glass fit right here. You can tell. And then what it does is it's just like this. This edge will slide in to this corner here, and then you work it around just like the other piece. So we're going to start over here. And so that's in. It sits nice and easy. Why would the foam? Yeah, that's right. Just make sure I'm correct. I'm sorry. My apologies. You just push it in with your fingers. Yeah, this is to make sure that this, you can feel it go in. This is a little bit more snug. A little bit. You want to make sure that you slide this piece in too over here on this edge, just like the other one, because it's just, that's how it's designed. It's not as much gap. And it's a little tight. It's a little, you gotta put a little pressure on it. Maybe it ends up rocking your car a little bit, but just put a little like this. And it sits over top of that one. Sits over top of that one. I'm just gonna double check to make sure I got this in all the way. Like this. Excuse me. So you just shove it all the way in, and this is how it looks when it's done. Maybe a little bit closer. How it looks when it's finished. And it's all the way in the way it's supposed to, and it aligns perfectly. Like again, it is actual OEM it's also actual, BMW parts from a wholesaler, which is kind of nice. And this is all the way in. The top is all the way in, the way it's supposed to be. In 2 days, I'll have a new front seal for this car. I am excited about that. I'm going to shut my trunk so you can see what it looks like on the aftermath. So you come over here, and you really can't see it, but you can see that the seal is down in here. And crappy picture angle, but it's all set. Looks very, very nice and worked out really well. So that's how you do that. That's how you fix your seals, your window seals on it's the same process with my E90 over there. Same process. So I'm gonna label this. I'm gonna try to find the website that I got the parts from. I'll have to just look in my email for my receipt. I'll put that in the description so everybody knows where they can get these parts, or any parts actually. For the most part, they pretty much have a wide variety of parts and stuff. And this is how you fix molding, seal molding for protect your window and protect the car from getting rain inside of it. I appreciate you watching. Have any questions or comments, please leave them. Take care.